welcome back to another episode of Sofubi Sit Down, where today we will be taking a look at the Mondo exclusive All Monsters Attack box set, which features Godzilla, Minya and Gabara, and I am pretty psyched about this. You will be seeing it for the first time right along with me because I haven't opened this up yet. So fingers crossed, all things are in order. Speaking of order, I order you to like and subscribe. I'm just kidding, but please do that. All right, now let's take a look at the box, shall we? Yes, we shall. All right, so front of the box is beautiful, beautiful artwork. I love the design. I love the colors. I think it's awesome, awesome, awesome. Top of the box, pretty cool. I dig it. Side of the box, you've got Godzilla. And then on the back of the box, you've got Minya, which looks cool. And you've also got the info, the collector's model. This is not a toy. And then you've got the concept design, which is Hector Arce, Peter Santamaria, sculpted by Tufan Cesar and Hector Arce. Additional sculpt by Alex Brewer, paint by Hector Arce and Hilary Arce. They were a talented couple. Package design, Jordan Christensen, and package artwork, Tom Whalen. And that's the back of the box. And then the side of the other side of the box, you have Gabara. So yeah, and that's the box. And like all the Mondo packaging, it's really, really good. So already off to a good start. Let's get it opened up and take a look at it. So as you can see, these are in a clamshell case. So well protected, and judging from the looks of it, gonna be really nice. So I am pretty excited. Let's see, doesn't appear to be any tape. Oh, sweet. Made it easy. Oh, sorry. Made it easy. Let's look at Godzilla first. So, there he is. And man, what a fantastic first impression. So that's Godzilla. I guess we can do Gabara, which is awesome. There's not a ton of Sofubi Gabara figures, so yeah, he is really good, really good, really good. So that's him. Does he stand? Oh, hang on. His legs move, so that's nice. Maybe we can get him to stand up, shall we? Maybe. Hang on. Maybe. There we go. I knew you could do it. And lastly, we have Minya. There he is. And he's awesome as well. So let me get this cleaned up, and then we'll take a look at each figure individually in a little bit more detail. But yeah, these are pretty awesome. So first of all, we will take a look at Godzilla, and yeah, he's nice. It's a really nice set. I've taken a little time since unpacking them to mess around with them a bit, and they're just really nice. And Mondo, I just, it's unbelievable how good of a job they've done on things. So yeah, you can take a close-up of his face here, his head. Really nice, really well sculpted, beautiful, well done paint on the eyes, the teeth, nothing crazy. They're not getting nuts, and you know, with the different sprays, it's basically the solid color, but the eyes, teeth sculpted, painted nicely inside the mouth, a nice red, so that's cool. His neck, well sculpted. I do like the fingers on his hands. I think they're neat. They're not just in a static, like all facing or you know, in the same direction. Like, see how the pinky is sort of out on that one, and then this hand is in a different position than the other hand. So that's cool. They did 2 separate hand sculpts, which they didn't need to do. I mean, it's pretty cool. On his chest, you've got a little bit of silver, very, very, very light on there, but it's nice. Bottoms of his feet have Mondo and Toho. On the nails, on both his claws, on his hands and his feet, they've got some silver spray there. That's nice. A little bit of articulation. The head is actually articulated, which is interesting. So that's kind of cool. And that's a nice articulation. It's really well hidden. Like, there's no big ugly seam there or anything. It's really, really cool the way they did that. Like, you can see it there, but it's, you know, it's hidden pretty well. And I like that it's not like here and the whole neck doesn't swivel. I like that it's just his head, and that's cool. It's the little things that make me happy. The arms are also articulated, so you can get a little play with those. His feet, his legs, I mean, are articulated too. Not that it really matters. And then his little, you get a little wiggy waggle on his tail there and here. Yep, there too. Again, like, you're not gonna, who cares? But it's there. From the back, the dorsals are painted beautifully. Beautiful blue spray that is covering the charcoal gray that the body is done in. And yeah, he's great. He's very impressive. I really dig everything about him. Sculpt wise, beautiful. The little bit of articulation's cool. Paint is really pretty, really well done. Not a single complaint from me. Is beautiful. If this was the only figure, you know, if they sold this just as its own figure, it would be well worth picking up if you weren't interested in the whole set. But I do not think that is an option. You have to buy the set. So, speaking of sets, let's look at Minya next, shall we? Sure. As for Minya, he is just awesome. So great. I think you can see there he's got some textures in his face sculpt, which is pretty neat. He's got that bumpy look like the suit has. Obviously the eyes are a little more fanciful and you know, cartoony than the actual eyes of the suit. But I mean, you know, he's got his front teeth and no other teeth, which is appropriate. On the top of his head, he's got a little bit of gold spray and his little dorsals. He's got his dorsals going down the back also with the gold spray, and there they are, the silver dorsals. They look nice. A little bit more gold spray on his tail. Arms move, head moves back and forth. Arms move up and down. He's got a little bit of spray on his belly, a little gold going down the stomach. Underneath, you've got the Mondo and the Toho, and his claws are done in a nice silver on his toes and his hands. So he's awesome. I am very happy with him. So far, we are 2 for 2 on this set, and this guy's great. He's great. I got, man, just no complaints, man. What a man, awesome. All right, which means lastly, and most certainly not leastly, let's take a look at Gabara, the figure that I'm most excited about in this set, because like I said earlier, there aren't a lot of Gabaras out there in the Sofubi style. So let's take a look. And there's Gabara. And he's great. He is great. I love the color. The blue is incredible. Really, really nice blue. The eyes are great. They are white with red with a gold iris, and that looks great. His horn is beautifully sculpted and painted. His hair looks awesome. He's just so good. The hair, it looks really like hair-like. Is that the right word? I mean, it's just hard plastic, but I mean, it looks cool. I mean, it's just great. Ears are sculpted nicely. His back spikies, very nice, painted this yellow gold. And then inside the mouth, very nice pink. His teeth are also gold. You've got now the stomach and the neck. I mean, just really, really nice. Look at that. That's fantastic. That's really good. The way that they've sprayed that there, and there is no no sloppy paint apps on this guy. He's really nice. Hands both look cool. Gold nails on or gold paint, I should say, on the claws. Gold paint on the feet. Just awesome. Articulation for this guy. His head wiggle waggles in the same manner that Godzilla's does, although the seam is a little more obvious on that one. Arms up and down, big deal. Legs, bobbity boo. You know, who cares? You're not gonna do that. And Gabara doesn't have a tail, so you know. So yeah, man, that's him. Let's look at all of them together. There we have Gabara. Here we have Godzilla. So Godzilla, slightly shorter than Gabara, which is cool. And then you've got Minya right there. So yeah, man, that's a fantastic set. I can't wait to get these on a shelf. They are. Oh man, I'm just so happy. This is that X Plus -1 figure was pretty nice, but I don't know, man. This may be my purchase of the year. This is just an incredible set. I'm so happy with it. $240 on Mondo's site, excuse me. I think it's sold out, but they have a glow set now, which is a different colorway, and they all glow in the dark, and that's also $240. $240 seems high. You're getting 3 figures. I mean, if you break it down per figure, it's not terrible. I know Minya's tiny, but I mean, still, it's still, you know, it's a reasonable cost if you figure, you know, the 2 big guys would be $100 and Minya's $40. I feel like that's, you know, fair. You know, $100 for a Godzilla of this caliber is reasonable. $100 for a Gabara of that caliber is obviously very reasonable, I think, because he's awesome. And the Minya, you know, for $40, that's probably reasonable as well. So yeah, I think that is a hell of a value. I love this set. It is a super high recommend for me. Let me grab a few things to do some comparisons with. I don't think I have 1 Gabara, I think, total in my collection. So let me see what I have. We'll be right back. Okay, so I lied. I actually have 2 Gabaras in my collection. I have the X Plus, which I forgot about. So let's see. The first one here is the Vinyl Paradise Marmot Gabara, which is not intended to be, you know, these are the super stylized ones there, but you can see he is a tad bigger than everybody in that grouping. So there you go. But that gives you, there you go. And then I've also, like I said, got the X Plus, which is a more realistic sculpt of Gabara. And there's that. So, man, Gabara is so goofy. But yeah, that's those. So he's bigger than everybody as well. For the Godzilla, you know, in Godzilla's Revenge or Monsters Attack, or whatever your preferred title is for the movie. The Godzilla suit changes multiple times because it's a bunch of stock footage. I think, you know, I mean, this is the Godzilla 65 Marmot, so I figured that would be the best one to put there. So that's that. And as you can see, he's also bigger than everybody by a little bit. And then I also have a Marmot Monster Heaven Minya, which is going to be way out of whack because, yeah. So, but that's that. And then for reference with another Mondo, here is the Mondo Rodan and Mothra. So, about the same height. They all kind of go together. There you go. So that looks nice, right? I think so. And lastly but not leastly, here's how they all stack up with a nice cold can of Hams. Hams, the beer refreshing. Don't drink Hams, Minya, you're too young. All right, back with final thoughts in half a second. So to wrap up, I mean, it's pretty obvious how I feel about these. They're great. You know, I mean, Mondo has just consistently just knocked it out of the park. I mean, these are fantastic. And everything I've gotten from them has been great. And it's crazy. You know, it's an American company putting out unbelievable quality Sofubi figures. And, you know, I know it was $240, but again, if you break it down, that's so reasonable for what you're getting in that box. So absolutely 100% recommend picking up this set, whether it's this one or the new glowy one, or, you know, if you want to wait, and I'm sure they'll do a third colorway at some point because it's too good not to. So just great. I'm super happy with it, man. Mondo has just, man, very impressive. Very, very impressive. I think barring something crazy coming between now and the end of the year, this is probably going to be my set of the year, or my collectible of the year, just edging out that X Plus. But, you know, who knows? We'll see. But yeah, thanks for tuning in. I will have another video here in the next couple of weeks. I have another figure ready and waiting to be looked at. So that's coming up. But in the meantime, please do like, please do subscribe. And again, thanks so much for tuning in. I appreciate all of you. And we will see you next time. Bye, 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 bye.